It is a big weekend coming up for some college football players. They're going to be playing in the Senior Bowl this weekend, and guess who's going to be there? Hendon Hooker coming in.
Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out. His own basement. The world according to Rocket.
Yo, it's your boy, Rocket Man. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. This is the world according to Rocket, the Tennessee Vols edition. And this program is brought to you by LuxuryTravelNashville.com. Hey, if you're looking to go to the Super Bowl, all you got to do is call my friend Deb at LuxuryTravelNashville.com, and she will hook you up with a package that will do that to your brain. Call Deb at 615-863-1263. Okay, here's the Senior Bowl roster this weekend. It happens on February 4th. I guess that's it. February. Why can't I say February? I want to say February. February. There we go. Everybody say it with me. I know people have trouble saying that word. February. You know what? I think Iamaliava is easier to say than February. Anyway. This weekend, February 4th, is the Senior Bowl. There's my man, Hendon Hooker. He is going to the Senior Bowl. Is he going to play? No, he's not going to play. Why? Because he's still hurt. But they're reporting this like he's going to play. And that's so annoying. And listen, I like Blake Wyman. I got to get Blake Wyman on the show. I like him. He does great work. I'm impressed by him, and he looks like a fun guy, affable, and I got to get him on the show. So anybody knows Blake, send up a smoke signal or something and tell him I want to get him on the show and talk to him about his reporting about Tennessee football. He does a really good job. So the Senior Bowl is pre-draft, combine, all-star game. Yeah. You know, it's where college seniors go to show off their wares to the pros. The Senior Bowl is a postseason college football all-star played annually in the late July or early February in Mobile, Alabama. Sorry for that. I've been to Mobile. It ain't a great place. I'm sorry. It showcases the best NFL draft prospects of those players who have completed their college eligibility. We have 3 familiar players in the Senior Bowl lineup. See, that's kind of what I take issue with. Hendon Hooker, quarterback, number 1. Starting quarterback Hendon Hooker for the Tennessee Volunteers, of course, accepted his invitation in the Reese's Senior Bowl after having one of the best seasons as a Vol in school history. No kidding. Hooker tragically got injured toward the end of the season, but before this, he threw for over 3,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Holy crackers. Way to go. It's a truly remarkable stat. A Vol fan can't wait to see him out there on Saturday. Blake, he's not playing on Saturday, and you need to make that clear. But that's why you have me as a backup. I got you 6. He's not playing on Saturday. He will attend all the team meetings. He will meet all the NFL representatives. He will be interviewed just like he was a player by all the NFL representatives, those who are interested in him. But he's not playing. Okay? I'll tell you who is playing. Byron Young is playing. I almost said Brian Young. Byron Young is playing. He's one of the best players for the Volunteers defense this season, tallied over 30 tackles, 22 of them being solo. That means he did them by himself. Byron Young, quite a fascinating story. He transferred to Tennessee. Dude was like working at a dollar store or Dollar General. Is that the name of it? I think he was working at Dollar General. He was like an assistant manager, a manager of a Dollar General store and saw an ad in the Georgia Military College paper or something looking for people to play football. He said, what the hell, I'll go play. And then he ended up being like a rock solid dude, man. Here was his quote: I always wanted to get back into football, but I didn't really know where to get started. He and his brother, saw this flyer on the internet for tryouts. It was another opportunity. It made me feel very happy. I was just excited to start that journey. Things changed for Young when he transferred to Tennessee. Here at Tennessee, you get a lot more resources, more help. But in JUCO, it's harder because you're more on your own. I was working while playing JUCO. I had to pay for my apartment, school, yada, yada. And now he expects to get into the NFL, and I'm sure he will. He's talented enough to do that. So best of luck to you, Byron, and great job, and thank you for being a volunteer. You're inspirational, man. I appreciate you. Another familiar face you're going to see out there, and this guy's been around a while. I think it's like a 6-year senior, I think. Offensive lineman, Darnell Wright. Darnell 6'6", 340. And will bully just about any defensive player around. He is going to have a great opportunity to show this weekend at the Senior Bowl. And we welcome the opportunity for him to show his stuff. And I'm so proud of all three of these guys. And I'll be watching that game this weekend. Good luck to all three of you. Stetson Bennett got arrested this weekend in Dallas. You know, he's the quarterback for back-to-back national champs, the Georgia Bulldogs. A lot of people think he got arrested for public intoxication. That's not the case. He got arrested for being an interminable prick. I know, you Georgia dogs are going to come after me. You're going to come after. How dare you say that about our Stetson Bennett the fourth? You know, next year, we're not going to throw French's mustard at Georgia. We're going to throw Grey Poupon mustard at Georgia. No, he did get arrested for public intoxication. But I tell you what, he should have been arrested for a long time ago. Check this out. Crying. There's no crying in football. Well, I guess there is if you have a Roman numeral after your name. I got to tell you, I felt so very bad for Joseph Osai yesterday in that game with Kansas City and Cincinnati. What a great game that was. It was called an instant classic for a reason, because just a classic game. And man, this guy makes a mistake. Literally with less than a minute to go, he hits Mahomes out of bounds and gives him a 15-yard penalty, which actually puts him into field goal range where they can just make the kick and win the game in regulation 23-20. And he sat for 20 minutes. The entire time he sat on the sideline just crying like a baby. And I can understand that. I can. You know, and people would go over to him while, the celebration was going on and try to say, come on in the locker room. He just sat there. He was just destroyed because he made that mistake. And the Bengals coach, Zach Taylor, was so unbelievably cool about it, because he said this. He was asked about it in an interview after the game, and he simply said this: we are not going to pin that loss on one mistake that one player made in the game. We made a lot of mistakes in this game that would have created a different outcome for us. And I just thought that was so classy. And such a loving, confidence-boosting thing to do and say in that interview. Now, that particular mistake technically lost the game for them. And what he said is true. They made some other mistakes that had they not made those mistakes, they would have been in the lead earlier, scored more, whatever. But boy, that was a classy thing that Zach Taylor did. Giving you some love. Great job. Giving you some love, Mr. Osai. You played a great game. Hey now, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to hammer that like button, hammer that subscribe button, and stay updated by ringing the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I put up a new video just for you. Hey, go Big Orange. I'll see you in the next video. Ready? Are you ready for the trip of a lifetime? Well, look no farther than LuxuryTravelWorldwide.com for the ultimate luxury travel experience to Paris. No, not that Paris. This Paris. Paris, France, the city of lights. Imagine strolling along the Champs-Élysées, taking in the sights, the sounds of this iconic boulevard, indulging in some of the world's finest dining at Michelin-starred restaurants, savoring a glass of champagne on a sidewalk cafe, or taking in the stunning views from the top of the Eiffel Tower. Experience the opulence, the grandeur of the Palace of Versailles. Marvel at the masterpieces of the Louvre, and stroll through the charming streets of Montmartre. And when the day is done, you simply retire to your luxurious hotel, where you'll be pampered with the world-class amenities and unparalleled service. LuxuryTravelWorldwide.com is your personal travel concierge, taking care of every detail to ensure that your trip is nothing short of perfect. From the private tours and transportation to exclusive access to the city's hidden gems, we'll create a bespoke itinerary that is tailored to your every desire. So don't wait. Start planning your dream vacation to Paris, France, today with LuxuryTravelWorldwide.com and experience the wonder and joy of luxury travel.